What's going on, guys? Chuck here with another awesome Blu-ray purchase. And today's is not exactly a new release, but it is new to me. It's something that came out, I don't know, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I'm not quite sure. It's been a while. But I wasn't able to get it at the time. And something I kind of wanted, but I wasn't quite sure. But the opportunity arose, and I was able to pick it up now. And that is the Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest 4K box set limited edition from Arrow UK. Now, when this was initially released, it caught my eye immediately, but I wasn't quite sure if I'd be able to pick it up or not. Now, full disclosure, I'm not really big on the martial arts kung fu movies, and I don't really know why. I just never got into them. The closest, a little warm, sorry. The closest that I really came as a kid was watching Kill and Kill Again on HBO over and over again. So, Kill and Kill Again, again and again, again on HBO. I never, maybe the occasional episode of Kung Fu with David Carradine. But I never really got into the martial arts thing. I mean, I'd see the images and the action looked really cool, but I never got into it. I don't know what the reason was or why. I just really wasn't my thing. However, as I got older, something about Bruce Lee always intrigued me. I don't know what it was, but there's something, I guess, let's be honest, he's a legend, and he's achieved legendary status for, his short time in film and this what he did, and, how he's portrayed, and, and seen by so many. So, I guess the idea of Bruce Lee probably just intriguing more than, at the time than Bruce Lee himself. I don't know. It's kind of a weird thing to say. So I was always fascinated with the story of Bruce Lee, and again, it's one of these cases where you have someone. It's kind of like a James Dean effect, I guess, where their star shines so bright so quickly and it's gone. It's like that. It becomes an intriguing tale and something you just really grasp onto or find intriguing and fascinating. And that's what Bruce Lee was to me. I had not seen any. I've seen two Bruce Lee films. Two. That being Enter the Dragon, of course, which is the first Bruce Lee film I saw. And I love that movie. That's a really good movie. And I have seen The Big Boss. I managed to catch that, I think, on Netflix every time when they had these films on there. And I meant to get to watch the other ones, but I never got around to it. And then I think they were gone after that. They went pretty quickly. So fast forward to whenever this was, and they released this, and I saw Arrow UK was releasing this tremendous box set. And again, this was Arrow UK, and it's a 4K set. At the time when it was released, and again, stop me if you've heard this before, I did not have a 4K player, and I did not have a region-free Blu-ray player either. So I couldn't even get the Blu-ray set. And it was rough because I was like, oh man, that's really cool like that. Because, again, I'm not much of a martial arts kung fu movie, but those movies intrigued me. But I couldn't think about it, so it just kind of fell by the wayside and didn't think too much about it. Fast forward to in the last few months, Severin is releasing this box set, the clones of Bruce Lee. It's a whole Bruceploitation box set of all these different clones, but including that is a documentary. Was Enter the Clones of Bruce, so it was called. I just ordered that by itself because I'm not into these movies. I just wanted the documentary. I watched the documentary and I was intrigued. It was like, it's a great documentary. Makes you want to actually go back and watch those sets or those films. So because of that, I ended up going back and pre-ordering that box set from Severin. But in all that, it got me wondering, is that box set available from Arrow that came out a couple years ago? Of course, it is not. It is totally out of print. I think even the basic Blu-ray is out of print. So I did some digging, and I was able to find it on eBay for a hefty sum. Now, I won't disclose that sum, but it was pricey. However, it was less pricey than most sets were going, or than the price of most sets were going brand new. And even some used were way up there. So this is a brand new set, and I got it for a fairly decent price. So I snagged it up, and I was just happy this was even found. So here it is, still in shrink wrap, just delivered today. Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest. Now I know there was two different. This is like the standard box art. I think there was a Arrow exclusive, maybe a yellow image, but the original art. But this is fantastic. And again, I know this has been out. I don't know how many people are watching this channel or aware of this or whatnot, but I got it here, so we're gonna whip it out right now. The box, I mean. So let's rip this plastic off. And I was very excited waiting for this to deliver. And it, kudos to the person I bought it from eBay, because it shipped very quickly and in excellent condition. So it's got some heft to it. This is a big box. Here's the side with your list of films. Big Boss, Fist of Fury, Way of the Dragon, Enter the Dragon, Game of Death 2, and then some documentaries, The Man and the Legend, and then The Legend. Other side's the same. In the back, you have your air crawl, and this thing is loaded with special features. Loaded, so much stuff. So we'll just, let's see here, get maybe this L card off here, slip. Okay, and this is actually like a little box, or not really box, but a little, I don't know, the L card is, a little slip. So I'll set that aside, and here is the box. Like I said, you've seen the sides, but here's the back with this great artwork. I like that a lot. And this pops open. All your goodies are inside. And it's got that great Arrow smell. Even from eBay, it's brand new stuff. It's a great Arrow smell. So here's everything inside. And there's a lot to unpack here. So let's take it. And these are like little digibooks. This is kind of like what they did with the Chucky box set. And which isn't bad, but in some ways, if they're going to go thin, I kind of wish they would have done like the thin cases. But, artwork is nice. Here's the Big Boss. I love that. So all your special features, and I'm not even going to bother. There's so much stuff on here. These are inside. And again, this is a combination of primarily 4Ks and a few Blu-rays. And the Blu-rays, I believe, are region locked. Here is the Big Boss, the Mandarin cut. Here's the back. Side. Again, the Big Boss, other than Enter the Dragon, is the only other film I've seen. Here's a Fist of Fury. And the back. Inside. I love that they have this other poster art, right? I'm assuming original poster art, in here, along with this newly commissioned, which these newly commissioned artworks are really nice. And then the Way of the Dragon, and this is the one that's famous for him fighting Chuck Norris. So I'm looking forward, a very hairy Chuck Norris. Very looking forward to seeing this one. And then we have Enter the Dragon. Now this is a little bit different than the rest, because this one actually is released from Warner Brothers. I think the rest all have, the Arrow logo up top, but this has the Warner Brothers logo. So again, there's and this, of course, the original poster art on the front. There's your special features. Now, this is a Blu-ray. This is a Region B Blu-ray. So, and this is, you're going to say, well, why is this? It's kind of like the Chucky set, where you had Child's Play 1 was Blu-ray, the rest of it's 4K. In this case, Warner Brothers did release a 4K of Enter the Dragon. I believe that's strictly just in North America. And also, from what I understand, that's a pretty bare bones set, where this is the 40th anniversary Blu-ray So it has all the special features that were on that, which I've seen. That's the version I saw was the 40th anniversary one. So it has all those special features on here. So basically, just stuck in the Warner Brothers Blu-ray in this set to get it. Now, do you want the 4K? Of course, you want the 4K Van the Dragon in the set. But again, we've gone over this before. Licensing rights is a tangled web. Sometimes it just cannot be outdone, and I'm sure Warner Brothers wanted to release their own 4K, so they just gave Arrow permission to use the Blu-ray. But again, that Blu-ray looks pretty good. I'm sure they're going to upscale it. It's going to be really good. And you've got all the special features on here that the 4K one does not have. Moving on, you get Game of Death, which is the film released after Bruce Lee's death, where he's, I believe, filmed or died while filming it, and had never really quite completed it. So, and I've heard a lot of stories of how they kind of finagled the finished film. So I'm looking forward to checking this one out just to see how it looks, all pieced together. There's the back with all their special features. And of course, you have the famous yellow and black tracksuit. And then you get all these alternate versions of Game of Death, which I find really interesting. So this is pretty cool. And I think, yeah, this is a Blu-ray also. So first of all, here's your back. You got a Chinese version of the film, original lossless Mandarin and Cantonese mono audio. I mean, there's just all kinds of stuff on here. Yeah, so it's just interesting they include this on here. And again, this is a Blu-ray, not a 4K. And then you have the final Game of Death. I'm not even sure. This is probably another reworking of the film, which is interesting. This is another Blu-ray. Here's your special features. Here's but not to be outdone, we have Game of Death 2 Tower of Death. I'm already fascinated by the whole Game of Death thing. What all this is. Yeah. So here's the back. And see this. Yeah, this is also a Blu-ray. So. And then you've got Bruce Lee, the man and the legend, and the legend. So these, I think they're two different cuts of the same documentary, if I understand correctly. Or maybe it could be two separate documentaries. I'm not quite sure. But there's that. Your features. And like I said, there are so many features I could rattle them off, but it just go on and on. And there's so much. There's another Blu-ray disc. And then you get this book. And again, a nice, big, thick, hardbound book. Oh my goodness. Just so much. So much. Some early film, it's just, yeah. Wow. I'm not really doing it justice, but there is a lot of information in this book. This would be a fun read, long read, and it's really impressive to get this. You've got poster. Very careful. It is Big Boss, and on the back is Way of the Dragon. Those are nice. Not to be outdone, you've got this here. What is this? It says Bruce Lee is Dynamite. Back. Be very careful opening this up. Don't want to tear it. Oh my goodness. We got it. I think. Oh my gosh. Okay. These are all okay. This is this is a giant stack of lobby card reproductions. This is for Game of Death. Now, look, the back of these Game of Death all have the same image. Right. I don't know if they're all for Game of Death. If they are, they may show you the whole movie. Could be a slideshow. I don't know. Oh, here we go. So now we get into Way of the Dragon. I think I'm starting them backwards too. So I got them from the back end. These are nice. These are a lot. These, you used to getting like 5 or 6 lobby cards. I think it's like 5 or 6 per movie. Maybe more or less depending on the film. Now we go into A Fist of Fury. And we'll show. Man, there's a lot of stuff in here. A lot. But I mean, you're getting your money's worth. I'm not gonna for everything on here. This whole extensive compilation, you're getting your money's worth. So now we're in the big boss. That's interesting. And just a few more here. Here you go. So that's always lobby card reproductions. Interestingly enough, there are no lobby cards for Enter the Dragon. Then again, that's not too surprising, being Warner Brothers. Now let's see if I can get these back in here. And it is nice to give you this nice little box to put these in. They're not just kind of loose. There we go. It's a nice little way of keeping them together. If I can get the in here without tearing anything up. Always tricky. There we go. Did it. Okay. And last, but definitely not least, we have, looks like some photos. If I can open this up. Oh my goodness. Wait, I got it. Well, these are actually glossy photos. Like someone took a picture and developed them, which I guess they really did. But it's weird. You just don't get glossy photos anymore, in this digital age. These are great. Like younger Bruce Lee. Again, the attention and care they put in this set, this is amazing. And it's definitely, I can see why it sold out so quickly. And I'm really glad that I was able to get myself a copy. This is excellent. Like I said, even for not being much of a martial arts person, I am, like I said, fascinated with Bruce Lee. So I'm looking very forward to seeing out and checking these out and having a lot of fun with them. And diving in these special features and all these alternate cuts of, Game of Death and everything else they've got in here. This is just a fantastic set. I am so thrilled to be able to have this. I got lucky, no question. Like I said, this is a set long out of print. Finding copies, let alone new copies, for a decent price is not going to be easy. So if you're looking for one, I wish you the best of luck. But hang in there. You never know. Things always go. People, you may find a good sale, or someone may have a good bidding. I don't know. You can go on eBay, you test your luck. The prices could move up and down. Just hang in there if you're looking for it. But this, make sure I put this back the right way. Is a fantastic set. I'm so thrilled to have this. And again, here it is. Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest. Wow. This is fantastic set. It includes so much. It is comprehensive. Probably the last Bruce Lee set you'll ever own, assuming they ever made any other ones. I know. It seemed like, I know the history. It was obviously old Golden Harvest, but it seemed like, at least when I saw them on Netflix, like they were, you could never get them together. Maybe they were separated or sorted. I don't know what the thing is, but obviously they're all together. But have them all linked here, and get End of the Dragon, the one big studio Warner Bros. Film, in here, even though it's not 4K, you get a nice 40th anniversary Blu-ray edition with all those great special features and documentaries that are on that. So definitely worth it. And again, if you really want that 4K, you can buy that 4K of End of the Dragon separately. Much like like I said, the Chucky box set from Arrow. If you want that original film in 4K, you got it from Shout Factory, and you still have your set with everything else. So this is awesome. I'm so thrilled, so happy to have this and check it out. And this is a beautiful box. Presentation, the content, everything is definitely worth the selling price. The original selling price. I mean, I'm happy that I got it for what I got it for too. So there you have it. Bruce Lee at Golden Harvest 4K limited edition box set. Awesome set from Arrow UK. Like I said, they're totally out of print. If you can find one, you can score one. You have the means to do it. Go for it. You will not be disappointed. So that is it for this one. If you enjoy this, click thumbs up, share, subscribe, leave me a comment below. Let me know, if you picked up this box, you picked up the alternate artwork. If you're fans of Bruce Lee, or what's your favorite Bruce Lee film, or just say hi. I'll always take hi. So until next time, this is Chuck saying I will see you on the other side.